Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Full Stack Adda. I'm going to start a new series about ES13 features. In today's video, we are going to learn a new method is added to array object and string object, that is at method. First, we will learn at method functionality in array object. Before explaining about at method functionality, I would like to discuss a small problem, that is we want to find out smallest element and largest element in sorted array. I have taken a sorted array here and initialized with the elements in ascending order, and if you want to find out the smallest element, we know we can directly take the 0th index and get the smallest element. And if you want to find out the largest element in this array, what we can do, we need to take the length of this array and subtract 1, then only we get the last index. And here the problem is, to find out the last index we need to calculate the length and subtract 1. So this is one disadvantage, and here we are doing one extra calculation, that is finding the array length. Now we have the a new method, at method. It will take the positive and negative integers as an arguments, and if you pass positive integers, it will retrieve the array elements from the beginning of the array, and we can pass index numbers starting with 0, 1, 2, 3 up to array length -1. And if we pass negative integers, it will retrieve the elements from the end, I mean from the reverse, it will retrieve the elements from the reverse, and we can pass the values -1, -2, like that. So the main use case of this at method is to read the array elements from the end of the array. And if you pass the invalid index number, it returns the undefined value. Let me explain with an example. So the same example I have rewritten using the at method. Here I have the array with the elements in ascending order, and to find out the smallest element, so since the array is ascending order, we can just pass the 0 to this at method, it returns the smallest element. And to find out the largest element, we know the largest element will be the last index in this array, and to read from the end, here we need to pass the -1. And here the array length is total 6, but I am passing the 8 as the index to this one, so it is an invalid index, so in this case it will return undefined. Let me run this one. Run without debug. So you can see smallest value 3 and largest value 15, and for invalid index we got the output as undefined. So the main use case of this at method is to read the array elements from the end. So for the last element the value is -1, and if you want to read 12, you can pass 2. So let me run it, control F5. Now we got the 12, right? So like that we can pass the index values here. It will read the elements from the end. We get 9. So this is the functionality of at method in array. And same at method is also added to the string object. Here let me discuss a small use case here. I have a string and I want to retrieve the second character from the end. So here also what we can do, we can use the caret method, But to pass the index value, what we need to do, first we need to calculate length of that string and subtract -2, then only it will return the second character from the end. So here also another disadvantage of using this approach is we need to do that extra calculation calculating the string length. Now we can simply rewrite this example using the at method. So here also at method, the functionality is similar to what we discussed at method in array object. Here also it will take positive and negative integers as arguments. For positive integers, it will retrieve the characters from beginning of the string, and sample values we can pass 0, 1, 2, etc. And it retrieves the characters from the beginning. And if we pass negative integers, it will retrieve the characters from the end. We can pass -1, -2, etc. And if you pass invalid index, it returns undefined value. Let me explain with an example. So the example which we discussed to retrieve the second index, instead of using the caret method and calculating the length of the string, we can directly use the at method and pass the index value. Now I want to retrieve the second character from the end. That's why I'm passing the -2. Let me run Control F5. So it returns the second character from the end, that is D. So first character is A and second character is D. And if I pass -4 and run this, we get capital A. So that is the fourth character from the end. And if we pass positive integers, like if I pass 0, 0 here, and run, so at the 0th index there is character F. So if I pass 2 and I get L as the output, and if I pass some invalid index like 26, so 26 is actually a big number, and if I run it, we get the undefined as the output. So the main use case of the at method for in array object or string object, if you want to retrieve or read the elements or characters from the end of the array or from end of the string, then we can use the at method. So this is all for today's video. We will learn remaining features in remaining ES13 features in the upcoming videos. So if you like this video content, please like this video, share this video with your friends. Thank you.